Hey everybody, and welcome back to PK Plays Kingdom Hearts 2. Last time, we successfully woke up as Sora, left Twilight Town, went to Master Yen Sid's tower, and made our way over to, well, Hollow Bastion. That being said, before we get started this time, I would like to actually talk about something from the manga. So, although it's a little unusual, there were two pages in particular I wanted to show from the manga, both required through legitimate means. The first being how, while Sora was getting his outfits from the good fairies, they accidentally puts him into a dress. And the second, which is my personal favorite, is Yen Sid's hand-knit Keyblade cozy. Honestly, kind of dig it. I hope, I genuinely want to have one day. I am going to be talking about the manga a lot more. However, I can't exactly talk about the manga in chronological order, as events in the manga tend to happen a lot earlier than their in-game counterparts. That being said, here we are back, and we are going to land in, well, the main world of the main antagonist in Kingdom Hearts 2. Yes! Land in Hollow Bastion! Which you may remember from Super Smash Bros.
Maleficent! Maleficent! Maybe they really did finish her off. Ooh, this castle sure ain't what I expected. No shine, no nothing. Oh, now what's gonna happen to our plan?
It's Hollow Bastion.
Gosh, looks kind of different now.
I hope you and the kid are doing okay.
Uh-oh, looks like we're gonna have to do some fighting.
Welcome to Hollow Bastion. So, yeah, if you remember from the previous game, this was where the Final Fantasy OCs Final Fantasy characters all called their home before Maleficent took over. And it seems like after the last year, they've actually been able to rebuild. Also, can I talk about this journal again? It will not shut up. Every time you do a single cutscene, there are so many new things to do. Is that all of it? No, because there's more new things here. Actually, I'm curious, what does it say for Moogles? Does it actually say which Final Fantasy game they first appear in? Because I know it's not in 1. I'm wanting to say it's 2. Oh, Final Fantasy 3, yeah. So yeah, there's a bit of Final Fantasy trivia for you there. We also have an Awakening puzzle piece, which I forgot. I don't believe I showed this off last time. Yeah, this is essentially a puzzle. You put it together throughout the game. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Gonna be sure to collect all of the puzzle pieces. Now, let's, before we get into any major cutscenes, let's talk about the shopkeepers. And yes, the game only has one shopkeeper on screen at any given time. In this game's defense, it was originally a PlayStation 2 game, and this is a very faithful recreation. We have Huey, Dewey, and Louie's Accessory Shop, which sells an ability ring. We have Wedge's Armor Shop. Now, Wedge is an interesting character. In Star Wars Episode 4, titled A New Hope, 2 of the random pilots were known as Biggs and Wedge. These have become reoccurring characters in the Final Fantasy series, appearing together in almost every single game. In fact, you might be like, oh, if this is Wedge, well, where's Biggs? Biggs was actually one of the shopkeepers I showed off in Traverse Town. Biggs was actually one of the shopkeepers I showed off in Twilight Town. The other two I showed off being Wallace and Jesse. Wallace being the, is it the first name or last name of Barrett from Final Fantasy VII? This actually means that Biggs, Wedge, Jesse, and Wallace are actually the, members of Avalanche, but if they, weren't in Avalanche. Huey and Lou's weapon shop. We've got the, let's get the hammer staff, because why not? And the adamant... Oh! I forgot that money is finite. Wait, do I already... Oh my god, I already own one. I'm an idiot. Here we've got a Moogle shop. This has synthesis. It is so much better than Kingdom Hearts 1. But there's not actually anything we can create right now. Huey, Dewey, and Lou's item shop. And, if you look at that, Scrooge McDuck. Uncle Scrooge! Who? He's Donald's uncle, a business tycoon. Before the Heartless showed up, he traveled the worlds on a gummy ship with the king. He was helping to get up set up a traffic system. Transit system! Solve the wreckage. Why, if it isn't Donald? And Goofy, hello lads! You have the... Oh, you all look hale and hearty. So do you, Uncle Scrooge. If only I were. I can't seem to recreate my favorite old-time ice cream. I'd make $1 million if I could just get it right. Terrible. Leon and the others are in the burrow. They went to Merlin's house. Yes, he does have ice for the ice cream. So, you might see this and you're like, man, I can't get up there. If only I had just a little more jump.
Light.
Going into Valor form. Let me actually show it off in the ability section. Valor form has high jump, allowing us to get up here and get this puzzle piece. This is the first piece in the heart sets, which has a rotation. I believe that goes here. And yeah, we got 2 Keyblades. It's really sick. Oh, something I forgot to show up about Valor Form. It gains 1 point of experience for every time you hit an enemy with an attack. What does experience do for forms? Well, we'll see when we actually get a level on one.
That's the town's defense mechanism.
Yuffie!
Look out!
As you can see, yes, the form you're in does affect cutscenes. So, let's just go straight into wailing on the enemies. And we are just so unbelievably powerful as Valor form. This is a new enemy known as a samurai. It is also a dead enemy. Yeah, you can just mow down enemies
Hey, you guys.
so well when Valor form.
I see you're still in top form.
What'd you expect? Looks like you're doing okay.
Well, what did you expect?
How are the others?
Great!
Hey, Yuffie. Have you seen the king and Riku?
Nope.
Has Yuffie met the King and
But
Riku?
I had a feeling I'd see you guys again.
We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other.
My
Is that
God.
supposed to be Leon?
Sora mocking the melodrama of the series is
Everybody's
great.
working on stuff over at Merlin's house. Come on.
The marketplace map, and yeah, we have a mini map in the top corner. Now, I recommend going around and just killing everything you can with Valor form. As you see in the bottom right, there is the form gauge that's gradually going down. You might wonder what happens when it reaches 0. Well, you lose your form. Every attack you do against enemies builds up your form gauge, which will then allow you to, well, use your form for a bit. And yes, I do know that we are supposed to go to Merlin's house right now. I'm just currently filling out talking time a little bit. So, generally speaking, you might say, oh, if forms take a long time to charge up, I should probably use them very sparingly and just, like, spend the whole world saving it up so that way I can have it during the boss fight, right? Well, I wouldn't actually recommend that. For a couple of reasons we'll get into probably either later this part or next part, I recommend using the drives as much as possible. In fact, let me actually get out of enemy's range here. Enemies, come on. Can you just despawn? Yes, we actually got a new item known as a drive recovery. These are rare items you'll find in chests which will, well, restore 3 to your drive gauge. I'll use that in order to show something off that's, I think, is really cool. So first off, let's just go up here and deal with these enemies using Valor form. And as you see, even the transformation does an explosion of damage around you. It is just so unbelievably cool. And I forgot if I mentioned it earlier, but you've probably seen it by now, that in fact, yes, you can now open chests in combats. We're not actually able to get that puzzle piece there, trust me, I've tried. Also, square is this horizontal slash. Let's go into this cutscene.
Meet the Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee.
We missed you.
Well, if you ain't in top shape.
I knew it.
Knew what?
A while back, everyone suddenly remembered you guys, all at the same time.
You remembered? Wait, does that mean you forgot about us?
Thanks.
So where have you guys been all this time?
We were sleeping.
Where? In cold storage?
It doesn't matter. This is great. Everyone's together again.
So, we're trying to find Riku and the king. Have you seen him? Right.
Sorry, but let us know if there's anything we can do to help, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Don't go thanking us just yet.
Hollow Bastion's got a problem. A big problem.
You mean like nobodies and heartless?
That's right.
Sounds like you could use our help.
Then let's cut to the chase. Sora, Donald, Goofy, We were hoping the three of you might give us a hand around here.
Like we're gonna say no?
I forgot who I'm dealing with.
Hey, what do you mean by that?
Just think of it as a sort of Leon compliment.
Follow me to the Bailey. There's something you need to see.
Oh, I thought it was you. Right on time.
Explain!
Sora and the gang said they're gonna help out.
Splendid. We'll count on you.
Right.
Right. Ah, yes. Did you give them the cards, dear?
Oh! Here. They're presents for you. Leon thought you might like to have them.
Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee honorary member.
Yay, we did it!
Surprise!
Wait, we're an
Quite the
honorary
cool, huh?
member? Well, actually, no,
Hey,
that's
thanks,
literally what
Leon.
honorary means.
Huh? Oh no! We're supposed to be at the Bailey.
Just a moment, Sora. What about your magic? Huh? Oh, that's right. Maybe you forgot it while you were asleep. Now, what am I to do with you? I suppose I'll have to lend you a few spells, but be careful with them. Thanks, Merlin. To the Bailey, and fast! Well, Donald, it won't actually be fast because I have a lot I'm actually going to talk about. We get Blizzard, which we will talk about in just a moment. So, as you see, the drive gauge is just going down. Well, there is this really cool thing. Let's just go to the world map. Because you left the world, this is the thing where the game will forcibly eject you from a form if you are in one. If the game ever forcibly ejects you from a form, it will fully restore your drive gauge. Because of that, you want to be spamming your drive as much as possible, and just before it runs out, make sure you go back to a teleport so that way you can get it restored. Now, I'm actually, trying to think what I want to do. I think I'm wanting to have a high potion on Circle, and I'm wanting to have Blizzard on X. And I'm actually going to show something off real quick. Well, real quick, but this is actually going to take a while. So we take off the MP Haste Aura, and this is what Blizzard does. It is a shotgun fire. It is a shotgun ice. Very similar to fire from the first game, but without the... But yeah. And as you see, when you run out of MP, it will start recharging. According to my estimates on my test playthrough, it takes approximately a total of... where did I put it? Where did I put it? Yes, it takes approximately 50 seconds to go off of recharge. Although standing next to a save point fully recharge it. Apologies. However, if you have MP Haste Aura equipped... Let me make sure I don't accidentally run into the teleport here. MP Haste Aura will reduce the time so that it takes only around 34 seconds to recharge, which isn't all that much, but it's like some number of percents that I didn't bother to check. There's actually multiple ways to get the MP Haste Aura abilities, and they do stack. However, it should be noted that as with most effects in this game, the stacks are multiplicative and not additive, so there is exponential loss with each thing you get. You're seeing the town's defense systems? They're called claymores. Not as powerful as you, but depending on how you use them, they can really help. It seems your clothes are designed to gather energy when you use your magic. In that case, don't hold back since your magic will recover with time. So yes, the reason our magic recovers is because of our Kingdom Hearts 2 outfit. It's our in the first game, we restored magic through combats. Now we canonically have an MP regen outfit on. Leon went to the Bailey. Don't make him wait too long, okay? If you go up the stairs from here, if you go to the stairs to the right from here and climb the stairs, you'll arrive at the Bailey. There are Heartless roaming around, so be sure to prepare yourselves in the marketplace. I actually want to go back and talk a bit about the Moogle we ran into earlier. And also, every time you leave a world, all of the Heartless respawn. And yeah, you were just also faster. Now, you might notice, in Valor form, you actually don't have access to magic. You don't have access to using any magic. Now, you might see that this Moogle is named Mog, Mog's Workshop. Every single world in the game has a different Moogle. In fact, all of them have a different name, named after references to various Final Fantasy characters throughout the series. Mog here is a reoccurring name in the series for just Moogles in general. In fact, some of the English versions of Final Fantasy games just called the species Mogs in the localization, such as in Final Fantasy VII. Mog's most notable appearance, however, was in Final Fantasy VI, where he was a party member you could have join your crew. So yeah, I am actually... Oh! That was exactly what I was wanting to show off! That was perfectly timed. By getting Valor to first off, just by the level up, we get experience boost. Increases experience gained by 100% when you are at half health or less. And Auto Valor. We'll see what that does in a moment, but let me actually just, you know, do the whole save. Let's do the leave the world trick again to get out of here. Now that we're back, I'm actually going to keep myself on, I'm actually not going to use Valor for a little bit. You'll see why in a moment. And yes, forms don't gain any experience while you're not using it. As you can see, also, every single enemy in the game has drops, which can be used for synthesis. That's one reason critical mode is really good, because you start with, I'm wanting to say, 2 instances of Lucky Lucky, was it? Yes, and Lucky Lucky is identical to Lucky Strike from the first game. It's just a different localization of that ability. There's a couple of abilities that are shared between both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. However, they aren't apparently the same just due to different translations. This even extends between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3. And, yeah, there's some choices, such as in suffixes, that I very much disagree with. Onwards!
Look at that.
Oh.
We want to restore Hollow Bastion to what it used to be. Who knows? Maybe even something better. There's still a lot to do, but I'm sure we can handle everything. Except for that and that.
We'll handle him.
Well, that's good to hear. So, Sora, do you know what's going on then?
There's this guy, Pete, who's been going around plotting with the Heartless. But he's not smart enough to tie his own shoes. The ones we need to worry about are the nobodies.
And those Organization 13 guys in charge, too.
You called?
You're doing well.
Who's that?
This calls for a celebration.
Defeat all nobodies while protecting the gates. So, as you see, they will attempt to, well, attack the gates and deal damage to it. I say you see, but they're not actually doing all that good of a job. Personally, I recommend starting the combats by using all of your MP, so that way, well, you can attack while it's on recharge, and you can use it while it's off recharge. These are samurais, which, if we're lucky, we'll see the reaction command. If you successfully hit the end, it will deal a massive amount of damage, instantly killing the samurai. If, however, you mess up on the reaction command, are you not gonna give... Oh, frick! My plan is not coming to fruition. Okay, yeah, AP boost, awesome. Okay, yeah, let's eat a high potion. If you fail to do it, it will do a massive amount of damage to you, which I believe is incapable of actually killing you. I highly recommend doing the reaction commands of every nobody except for the... no, actually, even including this reversal command, as often as possible. Trust me, it's practice. We get access to fire.
The Keyblade. A truly marvelous weapon. Were it only in more capable hands.
Show yourselves!
Organization 13!
More like
Good.
Organization
Now we can
7.
What
Am
a
I right?
shame. And here I thought we could be friends.
Shoot, how many are left in the organization? I forget.
What's the big idea?
Oopsie daisy.
Move!
Now, do you think that's polite?
Yeah, 7, sorry.
Shutting me down like that?
I said get out of the way!
As if. You can talk all you want, but that won't change a thing.
Then we are gonna make you move.
See, that would work if I were just any old dude. Except I'm not. I'm with the organization. Nothing any old about me.
Huh. Tough talk for someone who stood on the sidelines while his nobody flunkies did the fighting.
Oh dear. I think you got the wrong impression.
You gonna cry?
As if. Why don't I remind you how tough the crowd you're dealing with really is?
Remind me?
That's right! Used to give me that same exact look.
Remember
I guess
that
you
line.
think you can psych me out by saying really random stuff.
Gee, I just don't know. Be a good boy now.
Oh yeah, this is actually something I never even thought of. Donald and Goofy do have their weapons in
That was
cutscenes
weird.
too.
Who gave him the same look?
You know, I think he was just trying to confuse you.
Yeah, You're right. Only one me. The Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee honorary member.
Wow!
Huh?
What's this?
Gorge, you think?
As you can see, the keyhole animations are so much cooler in this game. I kind of spoiled what it was midway through. Good on me.
Oh, now I get it. That must have been the gate Yen Sid talked about.
Oh boy!
Sorry to run, Leon. But other worlds are calling.
Organization 13. They look tough. Be careful out there.
See you soon.
Ansem report. Secret Ansem report number 7.
Do my eyes deceive me? Does he really have the power to wield the Keyblade? He's nothing but a boy.
Give him a chance. It means he's straight as an arrow. He's pure of heart, unlike all of us here.
He had better be, or else he's worthless. I truly hope he's enjoying himself on his adventure. Maybe he'd like a hand to determine his fate.
Okay, side notes. Need to talk about this right now. There is a member of this organization who uses cards. Why was he not in the game where people use cards? That is all.
Hey, as long as it works in our favor, we can let him do what he wants for now. Then we'll all jump in if needed.
Those are bold words coming from you. Are you saying you'll volunteer to take care of it if things go wrong? Huh?
What? Me? No, you have the wrong guy. I'm not comfortable with that.
You act as though you have a conscience. When was the last time any one of us felt anything?
Truer words were never spoken. Well, I suppose the fun will have to wait.
Do you know what happens to those who lose their true purpose? Inevitably, they destroy themselves.
Gentlemen, the hero of the Keyblade has embarked on a new adventure. Make sure it is one he will remember. Now go.
It's actually Organization 6 right now. Got it. If I'm remembering correctly, the cutscene where Axel actually turned out to be alive was actually a Final Mix exclusive cutscene.
It's gone!
Oh boy! We are getting to talk about gummy ship stuff. And as weird as it sounds, I legitimately forgot about the gummy ship stuff. Opening the journal, we see that we now have a... Where is it? Oh, shoot, we do have another one. Gonna wait till the end of the game before we go through any of these secret answer reports. Or I might do one at the start of the next arc. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members of Organization 13. Organization member number 1, the leader. Number 2, number 3, number 7, number 9, number 10. Actually, I'm sorry, it's number Kai, or Key, or 4. Leon, Sid, Aerith, Yuffie, Merlin, Scrooge, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I gotta say, why is there so many? Oh, interesting. The dual stance reaction command is actually based off of the number of times you instigate the stance, not the number of times you successfully perform it. We also have a couple other puzzle pieces, which, yeah, there we go. And maps, and synthesis notes, and story, and albums, and now we're done. Next time on PK Plays Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, we are going to be going straight on over to, let's see. We've got 2 worlds available to us. I say we go to the world up here first through Asteroid Sweep. I'll see you guys then.